almost 70% of the shoppers abandon their cart. And that's why, as an e-commerce brand, it's crucial to recover as much carts as possible with a good abandoned checkout flow. So in today's video, I'll share with you the exact formula, the exact structure that we use to create a high converting abandoned checkout flow inside Klaviyo. My name is Emil Dingemans and I'm the owner of Magicianly, an e-commerce rotation marketing agency. So let's get straight to my computer and I'll share exactly with you the formula that we use. So first of all, let's discuss the difference between an abandoned cart and an abandoned checkout, because that's a tricky one. So an abandoned cart is when someone adds stuff to their cart but bails out before buying it. It shows they were kind of interested but didn't follow through. On the other hand, an abandoned checkout is when someone gets all the way to the payment part but then decides not to go through with it. So that means that they were really close to buying but changed their mind. So if you go inside Klaviyo, this leaves with some confusion, because if you go inside Klaviyo and if you want to create an abandoned cart reminder, you'll see that the actual trigger is checkout started. So that means that the abandoned cart reminder inside Klaviyo is actually an abandoned checkout reminder. So if you want to create an abandoned cart reminder, the trigger should be added to cart. If you want to create an abandoned checkout reminder inside Klaviyo, the trigger should be checkout started. So keep that in mind. Those are two different flows. I just explained to you the difference between the abandoned cart and the abandoned checkout, so you know what the difference is. It's one step before the checkout phase, so it's really a different audience that you want to nurture with an abandoned cart compared to an abandoned checkout. So let's now discuss the common objections that customers have for leaving the checkout page, because this is important information to have when building the structure for your abandoned checkout flow and for writing the copy for this flow, because you can use those objections to make sure that people don't see it as objections anymore, so you can recover more abandoned checkouts with that. So the main objection, what we see here, is that the extra costs are too high. So people didn't expect shipping fees, tax fees, etc. All those costs are just simply too high. So this is an important one that you can utilize inside your copy for this flow as well. And you can also see some other reasons, like the site wanted me to create an account, or too long / complicated checkout process. This is not something that you can utilize with email marketing, but it's important to know for you as an e-commerce brand, so you can use that to simplify the checkout process, for example. Very quick, so if you're an e-commerce brand owner and you're doing over 25k a month of revenue and you need some help with your email marketing or other areas of your rotation marketing, go to the description down below, click on the link and book a call with me to discuss if we can help you generate a lot more revenue out of your retention marketing. So again, go to the link in the description and book a call now. So how to create a high converting abandoned checkout flow? Let's first check the flow filters that you need to set up. So as mentioned before, the trigger should be checkout started, and we normally have like 2 flow filters standard in place. So first of all, place order 0 times since starting this flow. Obviously, you don't want to send this email to people who did finish the checkout phase. So with this flow filter, you'll make sure that once people place the actual order, they won't be getting any more emails of this flow. So not only for the first email, but also counts for the rest of the sequence that you're going to use. And also what we use is, has that been in flow in the last 14 days? Also, it kind of depends on your needs and on your brand. We normally use 14 days, but basically you want to make sure that people are not getting this flow too often. So that's why we use 14 days as a base. But for some other brands, it could make sense to change it to 7 days or 30 days. So again, that depends on the specific niche that you're in. Then the emails. So the first email, we send this about 30 minutes to 4 hours after people abandoning their checkout. This is something that you should A/B test, and again, logical thinking as well. So think about the average AOV that people have on your store. If it's a low AOV, it makes more sense to send this first email sooner. If you have a high AOV for, let's say, more than $500, then it makes sense to send it about 2 to 4 hours after abandoning the checkout, because the total buying process just takes a little longer than, let's say, an AOV of $40. Usually what we do is A/B test this as one of the first things that we do. So for example, you could A/B test a variant where you send the first email 30 minutes and a variant where you test 4 hours after abandoning their checkout. and then you can narrow it down so you can find a sweet spot for your specific brand. So this first email, the objective is to remind people about their cart. So we just want to simply send a reminder, add in some social proof as well, because that's always a strong thing, that if people see that other people are happy with the purchase, and also showing off USPs like guarantees, a return policy, free shipping or above a certain value, etc., etc. This is useful information that you want to give in this first email so you can convince people to recover their abandoned checkout. The second email, we send that one day later, and in this email I want to convince with USPs. So want to get a little bit more in depth on the USP part. So why should people buy from you? That's the main thing that you want to answer in this email. Why should people not buy from a competitor of yours? Give people a reason to buy. That's the main thing that you should keep in mind with this second email. And again, show social proof or reviews and or authorities. So if you have like press releases or like influencers that are positive about your brand, show it off in the second email. And yeah, these first two emails are the most important emails that you are gonna send for your abandoned checkout flow. Also because we're not giving away an incentive right now, so this is really important if you want to maintain your margins and not give away an incentive straight away. In the third email, one day later, we want to convince with an incentive. So again, the first two emails we didn't send any incentive, but now after two emails, it makes sense to start giving away an incentive. So remind customers of not completing the checkout and encourage them to return with a discount. And again, social proof. I can't stress that enough. Social proof is really important. So in every single email, you should show some customer reviews. And important with those reviews, make sure that those highlight some pain points and how you solve their pain points. So people can identify with the people who wrote the review, and they're like, hey, that's me, I also got this pain point, and this person has found a solution with this product, so I should buy this product. That's basically what you want to achieve with social proof. The fourth email, one day later, and in this case we want to convince with urgency. So a day before we gave them an incentive, and now I want to say that this incentive is expiring. So mention your USPs once again. And what I noticed is that a personal letter from the founder works really, really well for this fourth email. So not a well-designed email, just a plain text email from the founder works great with this urgency email. And yeah, that's the fourth email. One day later, we want to send another email. So I haven't used the first incentive, so now I want to convince with a better incentive. So you can give a better or a different incentive. For example, if your first incentive was free shipping, then your second incentive could be a certain discount, a percentage off or a dollar amount off. Or let's say if your first incentive was a percentage off, then your second incentive could be a dollar amount off. So this is something that you can A/B test again to see what kind of incentive works best and what's like the sweet spot for a certain percentage of dollar amount off. Also based on the margins that you have for your specific product, of course. Then the last email that we want to send in this flow, the sixth email, one day later, again, want to convince with urgency. So this is the last chance for people to buy before that card expires. So add a lot of urgency to it, use reviews, user-generated content, and authority one last time, and mention the fact that their second discount is expiring today. And also mention this is the last incentive that you're gonna give. This is the highest incentive that you can give, and people should really buy now to get this product for the best price possible. A pro tip, so if you're providing free shipping for orders over a certain amount, consider segmenting your flow based on cart value. So this way you can send unique emails to those who would qualify for free shipping. So highlighting the fact that you receive this bonus perk. And I especially like to use this trick for the first 3 emails of your abandoned checkout flow, because you're not using an incentive in those emails, but by using this trick and mentioning the fact that they will get free shipping right now, it will feel for them like they're getting incentive, which will improve the results without you hurting your margins with it. So this is a good tip to use for your abandoned checkout flow. So this is how it would look like inside Klaviyo if you want to create a split based on a cart value, so you can give away or mention the fact that people are getting free shipping above a certain value. So the way you do it is that you'll make a trigger split inside Klaviyo, where you say the value is less than the amount for the free shipping. So let's say you give away free shipping above $100, then you'll mention value is less than 100. If yes, then they're not getting free shipping. No, it means it's above $100, so they'll be getting free shipping. So you can mention that in your first 2 emails, for example, to use it as an incentive. Well, again, it's not really an incentive because, yeah, that's just the free shipping that you're already offering. So this is how you create a trigger split inside Klaviyo. And that's it. This is the secret to recover as much cards as possible with a high converting abandoned checkout flow. So if you like this video, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more videos on how to maximize your email revenue for your e-commerce brand. Hope you liked this video and I hope to speak to you soon in the next video.